I'm Julia and this is Julia's Home's Kitchen. Today is our second week on our 52-week baking challenge, and today we're making lemon cream pie. The reason we're making lemon cream pie is I went to Costco and I got one of those huge bags of lemons, and I have more lemons than I can think of to do something with, so lemon cream pie it is. So to make the lemon cream pie, first we're going to need 12 graham crackers. We're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter, 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. Each one is about 14 ounces. We're going to need 3/4 cups of lemon juice, 2 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So to get started, first we're going to put our 12 graham crackers in our food processor. So let me move that more into the shot here. Okay, so I'm just gonna break them into little pieces. Throw that in there. I mean, we're gonna chop it up, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just making them small enough to go into the container. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna plug it in. Good to go. Okay, we're plugged in. So we're just gonna put our top on, power it on. We're just gonna crush. And I just like to, I don't go too long. I just kind of press it a little bit just to see what it's looking like. Cause you don't, I mean, it's gonna be pie crust, so it doesn't really matter. And we're making a fine crumb, but I just like to see where we're going. Okay, so we're getting there, almost there, maybe one more pulse. JK, one more. Okay, so the most part is finally crumbed. I'm gonna add in my tablespoon of sugar now. Just put that in there. Do that one more time. Okay, and then now we're gonna add in our melted butter, and we just want like now a wet consistency for this. I think this is a good consistency. I'm gonna show you guys. You can see it's kind of sticking to the side there. It's holding its texture. We're good. Take that out. So we have our pie pan here, and we're just gonna dump the crust into our pie pan. Sticking to the side. Let me get a spatula. Get the rest of this out. Okay. So that is out. Now we're just gonna push our pie crust against the side here, down at the bottom. Maybe easier to use your fingers or a spatula, whatever you like. I think I like the spatula a little bit more than my fingers. And this is a 9-inch pie pan. So that's, I think that's pretty much the standard of a pie pan is 9 inches. But they do have like 5, I have a couple 5 inches. I think you can get an 8-inch too if you want. The salt is in the way, you can't even see what I'm doing. Let's see. So you want to make sure your bottom is nice and tight so you don't have filling ooze out when we put that in there. Right now I'm just going to focus on the sides, make sure my sides are good. bottom. Got a couple gaps, so let's just fill that in. Nice and tight. I think I'm gonna go in with my fingers now. Okay, so it looks like my sides are now nice and covered. I don't see any gaps anymore in here. So see that? And so now I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 350 for 8 minutes. Okay, so while that's in the oven, I'm gonna make the filling. So let me go grab my whisk. Got my whisk. And we're gonna add in our, let's do the sweetened condensed milk first. Comes on out right there. I'm gonna use my spatula to kind of get it out. This stuff is like super thick, so I'm gonna need some help getting this out. All right, that's the first can. Ooh. Second can. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get my whisk and get it off my spatula. We're gonna add in our egg yolk. Our 3/4 cup of lemon juice. Our lemon zest. And then let me get my 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna mix this together. Salt is always in this way. And like that sweetened condensed milk is sitting at the bottom, so make sure you wanna scoop that into the mixture. Get deep in there. So, how you can tell that it's pretty much mixed all the way is your lemon zest looks to be evenly distributed and you don't see the yolk, any remnants of that yellow yolk. So we have our filling. So this pie is super easy to make. So we're just gonna wait for the crust to come out the oven. We're down to about 5 minutes now, and once it comes out the oven, we're gonna put the filling in the pie. So okay, so we're back, and I've taken the pie crust out of the oven, and it's still hot. So we want to put in our filling while this crust is still hot. So I'm gonna give it a little more whisk and pour this in there. Oh yum. The smell of this crust is amazing. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, that's most of it. We're good. Let me get my spatula. And like I said in the previous video, I'm a perfectionist, kinda. Sometimes, but not all the time. So I just wanna make sure this is nice and flat and even. Get the air bubbles out. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but I have a French bulldog and she's a little irritated that she's locked up right now. So, okay. I'm going to put this back in the oven, still at 350 for another 10 to 12 minutes. You want to just have it in there until the middle is like just a little jiggly, not too much. Just a little. Okay. Hi, so we're back now. I've taken the pie out of the oven. It's been about 11 minutes, and so it has like a nice little jiggle to it. So if you can just see that little jiggle there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little jiggle. And so now I'm gonna let it sit here for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then once it cools off enough, we're gonna throw it in the fridge for another 3 hours. And after the 3 hours, then we're going to decorate it with some whipped cream. I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade whipped cream because I'm extra. But if you don't want to do that, you can definitely just go get some of that Weddy Rip from the grocery store and put it on top. So yeah, thanks. I'll see you guys soon. Hi, so we're back and we're now going to make the whipped cream. So what you're going to need is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Pour that in there. Oops, missed a little bit. And then you're going to need 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Put that over there. I keep my powdered sugar in this little plastic bag just so I don't attract ants or anything. And so what I did with my bowl, you want to use a metal bowl when making whipped cream and you want it as cold as possible. So I put my metal bowl into the freezer for 15 minutes and let that just get cold. And now I have my whisk attachment on my mixer and we're just going to let it whisk. I'm gonna put it on medium speed. And then you're gonna just whisk it until it gets to be about like a, it has stiff peaks on it. So it's gonna take a little while, maybe 5 minutes. So that's why I suggest using a standing mixer. If not, if you have a hand mixer, that's fine. But it's gonna be very difficult to whisk with a whisk. So if you have any type of like mechanical attachments or anything like that, do that. Any electric utensils, use that. Thank you. So yeah, just let it whisk until you see stiff peaks popping up. So I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, so now the whipped cream is now made. If you can see, it has soft peaks. It's like standing up, you see that? So that's good whipped cream right there. So I have my piping bag and I just have like a little flour attachment to it. And I'm gonna put my whipped cream in here. Oops. And we're gonna pipe it onto the pie. So let me just throw this away. Get my spatula. See, now that you see how easy it is to make whipped cream, hopefully like it's like a weekly thing for you guys. Yeah, I haven't bought Weddy Rip since I figured this out or learned this. And so here we go. That's filled. Let me get my pie. Okay, here we go. So the pie's been sitting in the fridge for 3 hours. Ooh, little piece of crust came in the middle. And so now we're just gonna put the whipped cream on top. You can just wait for the whipped cream for once you're like ready to eat a slice, but all right, so now we have let me put a little more in my bag. When you have your piping bag in, make sure you squirt a little bit out. Just make sure you get all the air pockets out of here. Okay. And this little one is a little small, so I'm just gonna make it bigger. All right, so I'm just getting it out of my bag there. So now we have our lemon cream pie. So I can't wait to dig into this. I'm gonna wait for dinner, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. So if you liked week 2, make sure you like, subscribe, share. You can turn on the little notifications too in the top corner so you always are aware when I'm posting a new video. And I'm thinking like maybe I won't just only do a weekly video. Maybe I'll add some more videos too, just like cooking dinner or things like that, just to kind of spice it up with different things. So let me know how you guys feel and put a comment down and let me know what you guys like want to see. So thanks again for watching. Bye.